Roberto, do you finally have some good injury news?
Yes, Tariq Lamptey and Joe Veltman, they are available to play. Evan Ferguson as well. Welbeck played 45 minutes, but he can play part of the game. And I'm very, very happy.
I was going to say, you must be really boosted by that at a crucial time as well.
Colpito un po' anche il fatto che sia arrivato in un momento cruciale, no? La questione degli infortuni che ha colpito in un momento cruciale.
Yes, but it's part of football, and we move on, and we think to play better, to win the game tomorrow. We would like to stay and to keep this level on the table, and to do it, we have to win.
In terms of your selection for tomorrow, to what extent do you consider what lies ahead with the Europa League and Roma?
No, tomorrow the focus is to win the game, and to win the game we have to play with fresh players, and for it I will change something in the first 11, but not for Rome. We start to think on Rome Sunday morning. We start to prepare the game, but the focus is on the Premier League.
And in terms of Lamptey, Veltman and Ferguson, would you start them, or are they in contention? How match fit do you think they are?
You want to know the first 11? Or?
No, just whether you consider
yes,
starting.
Maybe we can.
And just consistency has been the thing that's lacking in recent weeks. Can you put your finger on why?
Come non ho capito.
You mean about performances?
Yeah, why you can't get a run of wins. I think your last back-to-back wins were November.
But I don't know. I think we are playing well. With Everton, we concede 2 shots on the goal, and we concede 1 goal. In Wednesday in Wolverhampton, we play another good game. We have some problem, but in terms of performances, I have nothing to say, because I think we are playing well.
And your policy of rotating your goalkeepers, will that continue after the Wolves' defeat in the week?
I don't know tomorrow, but during the last part of the season, yes, of course.
You don't think that affects consistency at all?
No, I think no. You think yes?
No, just some fans have expressed a bit of concern about it. Divides opinion. That's all.
Yes, of course, but we can divide opinion, but the people can speak after the game. After the game is too easy. We have to think before the game. And I am a coach, and the coaches have to decide before the game. After the game is too easy. Is a amazing job.
And finally, from me, some fans are also a little bit concerned that you're being linked with a lot of other jobs, whether that's a distraction. Can you allay those fears?
No. I have only Brighton in my head. I would like to finish this season in the best way, playing with not all players, because March and Mitoma they both finished the season, but the other players I would like to play with Julian Chiso, with João Pedro, to compete and to try to win more games we can.
And beyond this season too, obviously?
Sweet.
beyond this season too? You're looking long term here.
Stai guardando verso il lungo periodo qui?
Yes, I have a contract. Until now, I have not decided nothing, and my focus is on Brighton 100%.
Thank you.
Roberto, good to see you again. Just to follow up on one or two returning for you this weekend from injury. When the queue into the physio room isn't as long as it has been, when you're getting players back available, how much of a boost is that to you and to the dressing room?
Dice il fatto che sia una lunga coda di persone che siano sotto le mani dei fisioterapisti, averne a disposizione nuovamente dei giocatori, quelli che hai menzionato, può essere un'iniezione di fiducia.
Yes, I'm very happy when I can decide the first 11 on 20 players. Is my work, is my responsibility, and but the medical staff is working very well. We have been unlucky, I think, because we have not so many muscular injuries. We have different injuries, Zamitoma, March, Culio Inciso, Joe Veltman, James Milner. But maybe we are paying the new season, because in this season we start to play in Europe League, different games, different numbers of the games. And we have to adapt, we have to accept some injuries more than we suffered last season.
You said Evan Ferguson's fit and available for this weekend. It's been a little while since his last goal. 19 years of age, it feels like so much is already expected of him at this football club. I think you've said recently yourself, Roberto, as well, that we can get more from Evan Ferguson with this performance.
Yes, I think he can play better than he did, but there is a problem. He's very young. He's 2004, and he already showed his quality. We have a big confidence in Evan, but for sure he has to progress, has to improve. And when I said after Wolverhampton game, the policy of the club is to help the young player to progress, is the truth. And if you play with Evan, Culio Inciso, Carlos Baleba or Camp, you can accept the mistakes. You can accept some period when they are not playing very well or so well. But it's part of our way, our policy, and we have to accept. We have to be happy to work in this way.
Fulham this weekend, they come off the back of a fabulous result, don't they, at Old Trafford, beating Manchester United last weekend.
Cosa pensi del Fulham che ha battuto?
But Fulham are a good team, very good coach, very good players. But like Everton, like Wolverhampton, is very tough. Win the game in Premier League. Every game is a very tough competition, very tough challenge. But I think we have ready as well. We have good enough to win the game and to fight in the best way.
Pushing standards and I guess finding ways to keep growing as a Premier League football club. What you're doing, Roberto, here at Brighton is similar to what Marco Silva is trying to do at Fulham, yes?
Quello che stai facendo qui è quello simile che sta facendo Marco Silva a Fulham, in modo tale di spingere sempre più il club in alto.
Yes, I think Marco Silva is doing a great job, a clear idea, clear style. He won the championship 2 years ago, I think, 2-3 years ago. And then he played very well in Premier League. They have changed a lot of players, and anyway, they are keeping the same level.
Finally, from myself, we should expect goals, shouldn't we? I mean, two sides that want to dictate possession, want to be expansive. Games involving Fulham and Brighton this season, we've seen lots of goals.
Vediamo molti gol anche perché sono due squadre che comunque vogliono dettare il gioco, vogliono avere la palla come anche spedizione.
Yes, they won a lot of game with a lot of goals, especially at home, 5-0 two times. I would like to score and don't concede goal. I don't know. I hope we can win, but we can win playing play well.
Roberto, you gave a first start to Ansu Fati in the week. How did he get on, and what can he do for the rest of the season for the club and the squad?
I think he played well, not a great game, but better than the last games, the last times. I think he can push more, he can be stronger, he can play better, he can believe more in his abilities. He's a sensitive guy. He's a good guy, and one part of my work is to help this type of players to believe more in themselves, to show all his qualities. Only this is a challenge for me, because to push your players to show all qualities and not one part of these qualities is a big challenge. But big challenge is when you have a talent, and Ansu Fati is a big talent.
Is it a mental thing as well as physical? Because we know he has quality.
No, I think
just
it's
needs
habits.
confidence.
Habits push every day 100% on the pitch, and not to, push 80%, or the day before the game 20%, or after I start to work during the season after 2-3 days after the game. No. When you play, especially in Premier League in England, you have to push every day, every training, every game. Otherwise, you can't play.
The next 2 weeks, 4 games, how important could they be in your whole season? The 2 games against Rome, but also Nottingham Forest and Fulham in the Premier League. It feels like a crucial period.
Yes, the crucial period is already started, because in FA Cup is finished for us. In Premier League, we have many games to play again, but we have to win to keep this level of the table. If you want to reach a European position on the table, we have to win, because we lost too many points until this moment. And in Europe League, we play in 1 week our future.
And how confident are you in your squad, their resilience, their strength? You've seen it already this season to come back again for this period.
I'm not confident, I'm proud. Watching my players before the game in the dressing room, watching my player during the training is we can lose. We can lose in Wolves. We can lose in Fulham. We can lose in Rome. But I'm sure when we play putting everything on the pitch, and I have only one doubt about it.